Did you miss me? Hello there, you lovely people, and welcome back to some more FIFA 22 Liverpool Career Mode. We're going to be into our fourth season now. I know it's been a little while, but I needed to take some time to adjust to some few things in my life and get back to where I wanted to be, think over what I wanted to do, and now we are here. So, we've got a lot to go over. You can already see a little sneak peek there. We've got quite a lot to go over. Quite a lot of players have left. Quite a lot of players come in. We've got new formations. We've got so much to adjust to, so much, and a lot of stuff to look at as well. So we're going to go through all the transfers, the ins and the outs, in one quick swoop. We're just going to go through it really quickly here so you understand, and then we're going to get on. I'm going to show you the first 5 games. You've waited long enough, so it's a bumper full episode for the first episode of this new season. So let's finally get this all underway. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So first you see that we've brought in Mike, and I've had to learn how to pronounce this, Mianon. He is the French goalkeeper brought in from Milan for £75 million. He's the first of our big signings that we had to make throughout the summer, and we've made quite a lot of them. He will take the number 1 shirt vacated by Alisson Becker, of course. Renan Lodi has come in from Dortmund for 87.6 million and takes Fabinho's number 3 shirt, our new starting left back. I've tried to get players as similar to what we had as possible, but it's not been that easy. But we have been able to do as best as we can. You see Joe Gomez is our captain, who's what I've personally gone for. He is our captain, leading us out from the back in place of Jordan Henderson, James Milner and Virgil van Dijk in the squad. He will take up that mantle for us. You can see that next to him, for the majority of the season, will be Matthijs de Ligt, the Dutchman, who was actually part of the transfer for Virgil van Dijk. He went to Juventus for Van Dijk and £104 million. Now, a lot of these are mental, but we just did what we had to do to get what we wanted. So one Dutchman leaves us for another, and of course he takes the great Dutchman's number 4 there as well, which is a big moment for him, a big call. But that's what's going to happen. Next up, when we get through, we can see that we brought in Manuel Locatelli. He also comes to us from Juventus. He went for Thiago and £60 million. He's taken Thiago's number 6 as well. He will be our main anchor man in the defensive midfield, but look out for him moving forward a little bit as well. You can see that next to him you have Luis Diaz, who's taken his number 23 shirt as well. Luis Diaz came for us actually from Wolfsburg for £70 million. The Colombian, of course, part of our squad currently in real life and doing very well. Looks a very exciting proposition. Still only 27 in this as well, in the beginning of the 4th season. So he's still got a hell of a lot to give to us, and we're very grateful for that. Of course, he's going to be good. He's going to be very useful, especially on that left-hand side where he'll be used most prominently. Conor Gallagher comes to us from Chelsea for just £26 million, a player that I really wanted to get the signature of. Needed some more English boys in there with quite a few leaving. He takes the number 8 shirt and is only 24 years old and will be a part of that midfield, of course. Yuri Tielemans takes Jordan Henderson's number 14. Tielemans comes from us from Inter Milan for £110 million, but he better be worth it. He's some prospect in real life, doing very well for Leicester despite their poor season, but he is a top quality player. Harvey Elliott steps up and takes the number 7 shirt from James Milner, who is actually still at the club because it's difficult to shift him. But he has now officially taken number 7 from James Milner and will be a much more important part of the squad. Bukayo Saka, another one that you have voted for after Mianon. He's coming in to us from Atletico Madrid for, if I can find it, £115 million. He was some expensive signing as well, but I've no doubt that he will be absolutely worth every penny come the end of this season. Next up, we will tell you about the players that have left. So Jordan Henderson has gone to Bayern Munich for £30 million. Joel Matip to Atletico for £23.7 million. Salah went to Inter Milan for £186.9 million. Inter, of course, had quite a lot of money in their pocket after we gave him quite a bit. Andy Robertson, £139.9 million to Spurs. I didn't want to sell him to someone in the Premier League, but no offers were really coming in outside of that, so I opted to let him go for Spurs. Rafinha went to Atalanta for £75.5 million. Fabinho to Leipzig for £93.3 million. And finally, Alisson made his way over back to Italy, but to the other side of Rome with Lazio for £86.7 million. So now those are the transfers detailed and explained. You know what we're looking at? I will show you the new formation when we line up for our first game, which is, of course, the Community Shield against Manchester City. And that is coming up right now. So thanks so much for watching this part. And now we're jumping straight in to the first fixture with our brand new look Liverpool team. There will no doubt be struggles. There will no doubt be thrills, battering, spills of all kinds. You just need to stay with me for that one as we come out at Wembley for this one. It's very, very nice to be back in the swing of things, finally doing another episode. Been prepping this episode for quite a while, but just kept putting it off because of a few things going on. But now we're finally doing it. A 35-minute episode this is going to be as well. It's a big one. And there's a lot of proving that's got to go on out there, a hell of a lot of proving. And Dijk will be one of those players who will be looking to capitalise on big moments. So you can see, it is Mianon, Alisson, Alexander-Arnold even gone. I'm stuck in my ways. Gomez, Dijk and Lodi, Locatelli, Tielemans, Saka, Diaz, Bellingham and Vlahovic. We look like this. Saka and Diaz are pushed up a little bit further with Bellingham dropped a little bit further back, but that's how the matchup screen shows it for some reason. Here we go then, Alexander-Arnold to get us underway. One of the familiar faces still in this Liverpool team. Looks to find another one of the familiar faces with Vlahovic. And he can't quite squeeze it through the legs of Edison. Foden into De Bruyne. Goncalves, good block from the new captain, Joe Gomez. It's come for De Bruyne and Mianon makes a good stop. Here is Milinkovic-Savic. Weghorst, the Burnley man, of course, in real life. De Bruyne. De Bruyne can square it for Weghorst, and Weghorst is the man that opens the scoring. We are struggling to adapt at the minute. It's been a very, very difficult game for me to keep control of. It's not the best one to start off with against Manchester City either, especially after our hell of a performance from both teams, really, at the Etihad just this past Sunday in the 2-2 draw in real life. But yeah, we know it's never going to be easy against City, and they are not going to give us many chances. Of course, City were way off the pace last season, though. It was Arsenal that I believe finished second as Sterling's shot deflects in off Joe Gomez, just like De Bruyne's did at the weekend off of Joel Matip, and it's 2-0. Yeah, it's going to take some time, but we will get there. We are a very, very good team on our day. I promise you that. But there will be some unlucky moments, such as that one there. Final moments of this first half. We are 2-0 down to City. Goncalves has the chance to shoot and Mianon makes the save. Here is Cancelo against Alexander-Arnold. Cancelo pulling it into Goncalves here. Across for Weghorst. Good blocked from Dijk in there. And Gomez will be able to clear this one away. Tielemans wins the header. And here is Luis Diaz. First chance to move. And oh, it's a poor challenge. And it's a straight red card for Mats Hummels. The veteran German defender sees straight red. Let's take a look at that one. I mean, it's poor, it's behind, it's not great, but red is probably harsh. But as we've seen in this FIFA, it's pretty common to get sent off for a tackle straight from behind. End of story. Here is Luis Diaz. Pops one up in there for Vlahovic, but it's going to be headed away by Scumbag. Here is Weghorst. The ball back into Edison. It's not a great clearance. Diaz wins the header. It's a great one as well. And there's Vlahovic. And Edison has to be at full stretch to stop it from finding that the far corner potentially. As Yuri Tielemans puts down the ball for the corner towards Diaz, but it's headed away by Milinkovic-Savic. An opportunity to counter for City with Raheem Sterling. The ball be cut out pretty easily though from Saka. Lodi excellent. Bellingham just as excellent. He's been kept onside. Vlahovic. And he scores! There is the first goal of the new era at Liverpool, and it is an old face who has gotten it. A phenomenal season for him last time out, and he starts exactly where he left off. Milinkovic-Savic into Goncalves. Gomez does enough, and Bellingham can poke it away. Here is Yuri Tielemans, and wide for Bukayo Saka. Vlahovic. Back heel into Diaz. Diaz is through here. Surely Diaz. Oh, it took too long. And the scumbag who will remain nameless manages to get across to it. Shelik. Serge Milinkovic-Savic linking up with Shelik here. The substitute. And it's straight into Locatelli. He does his job. Cuts out the ball. And Luis Diaz now and drive forward, plays a wonderful ball over the top for Robertson, who's knocked it down but can't keep it down to lift it over Ederson. Farias clipping the ball over the top toward Bernardo Silva now, and it's a good hit, and Mianon has to make the stop. I've been trying to learn how to pronounce that correctly. It is Mianon. It just sounds very odd in an English accent. Might just have to call him Mike, who pulls out a great save there. Here is Conor Gallagher, who is on now, trying to find Lodi, but it's not great. Here is Farias now, who takes the strike on, and Big Mike makes the save again. Ferran Torres is being looked for down this line. Trent to put pressure on him. He hooks it in towards Pedro Goncalves. Across it comes Gomez, just managing to block it. We're in the last seconds here. Can we find one more chance? We might just, as Diogo Jota, who's on as a substitute, bursts into the City area, shoots across Ederson, and finds the equaliser. And just when you think, surely we can't keep delivering the drama, yes, we bloody do. Once again, it is Diogo Jota this time, with the dramatics later on at Wembley. And it looks like there will be a penalty shootout to play for. Great for the substitutes to combine, and great finish from Diogo. Kick-off for City. There's only about a minute of injury time left for the 10 men. Goncalves. Torres. Oh, he's gone past Trent far too easily there. Elliott trying to find him. Gomez. Oh, he's gone through the Gomez somehow. Farias squaring it into Bernardo Silva, who's won it for City. We played a full extra minute, and unbelievably we have ballsed it up against the 10 men of Manchester City. That is a staggeringly poor collapse right at the end there. It's poor from Elliott, it's poor from Trent. Gomez is unlucky, it just ball and man go through him. And then the defending is not great after that point, is it? There is no time. No time at all. Osimhen will try to run it forward. Run straight into trouble and the full-time whistle. It ends Liverpool 2, Manchester City 3. One hell of a way for this new generation to start off, really. But we will move on. We look forward. That's the glorified friendly out the way, and we move on to the next one, which is the Super Cup against Europa League winners Leicester City. Interesting one in prospect, really. It is another, what is essentially a glorified friendly. It's another sort of Community Shield-esque game, but the trophy's always had a bit more importance to it, whereas the Community Shield's always been seen really as a friendly. So, it is Mianon in goal, it is Lodi, Dijk, Gomez and Alexander-Arnold in defence. You have Locatelli and Tielemans in midfield again, Gallagher ahead of them with Jota and Chiesa on the wings, with Dusan Vlahovic making up the striker role at the top. And here is Locatelli to start us off. Chiesa into Locatelli. It's Alexander-Arnold who's found himself as a striker here. Here is Trent, and Iverson does just enough to then gather the ball. Amate forward to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and Silas trying to find Calvert-Lewin. Delict trying to put pressure on. Intercepted by Lodi. Tielemans facing his former side, loses the ball there. Calvert-Lewin through for Leshabala. Poke through for Calvert-Lewin. What an unbelievable tackle from Gomez that is. Captain. Jota heading that one down. Gallagher into Vlahovic. Over for Chiesa. Oh, he's taken too long and Iverson stopped it. Silas finds DCL, the former Everton striker, to Java Schlager. John Stones now. Intercepted there. Good tackle from Conor Gallagher, and there's a counter on with Diogo Jota. The ball is into Vlahovic. There's a big open space for Federico Chiesa, who digs it over Iverson, and we take the lead in the Super Cup. A chance for this team to make their mark and win a trophy so soon after joining the club. But it is the combination of Jota, Vlahovic and Chiesa, three men who were all here last season, who open the scoring. Corner ball for Leicester. Conor Gallagher again. He has been all over the place. He has been so good. Nothing I can really show you in highlights but he's just won the ball back so often, up and down the pitch. As Leicester now try to come across with Calvert-Lewin, and Maignan makes the save. Ndidi with this free kick for Leicester. Gallagher puts pressure on, and it's come for Tielemans here. Into Conor Gallagher, who can play it through for Vlahovic. Can he make it two? Yes, of course he can. Dusan Vlahovic is lethal in that kind of position. And the man up top, the number 9 of Liverpool, puts us 2-0 in front. This is a much better day out than Wembley was. Dusan Vlahovic there, lovely. An assist by Gallagher as well. Here is Conor Gallagher to Jota. Suckers in John Stones and plays it into Lodi, who's in for Vlahovic, who can't quite get enough on it. Might come for Chiesa, but Iverson makes 2 really good stops. Silas finds Calvert-Lewin. Schlager. Lodi can't do enough, but Maignan will stop it. Second half now, as Dijk plays this ball forward and it's intercepted by Stones. He will make up for it though, Dijk, and win it back himself. And play it forward for Jota, hooking it round for Lodi. Delivers a good ball in. Vlahovic takes it down. Great finish. It is 3. And surely it's all over for Leicester now. Excellent play from Vlahovic. You've got to love this from Lodi though. Intelligence from Jota, but the ball from Lodi is Andy Robertson-esque. And those are the balls he will keep delivering for you, I promise. Fofana getting his first run out of the season, flipping the ball over for Bukayo Saka. Wants to pull it back. What a touch from Vlahovic, but he can't quite keep it down. That would have been some goal. Hurst into Le Chalba. Well, that was a terrible attempt. The absolute scumbag coming forward, pulling it across there for Hurst, who, of course, stops Maignan's potential clean sheet. There's an assist in there for he who shall not be named and he who should not be in the game, but he is because of my save. But it is a goal for Leicester nonetheless, and it's 3-1. 10 minutes left. Luis Diaz is on for Liverpool, trying to come forward. Oh, he's a not good challenge on him from Schlager, and he sees straight red. The second game in a row, our opposition see red cards. Lodi is not happy with that challenge at all. I mean, it's another one of those from behind ones that are yellows, aren't they? Really. Here's Ndidi. We're into injury time now with the 10 men of Leicester. And here is Hurst. An opportunity to put it back for Grimaldo, who's hit the crossbar. And we're going to be able to just about get this away. And Fofana is going to play it into Vlahovic, who sees the run of Saka and finds him wonderfully with an excellent pass. Saka comes inside onto his left foot, into the area. Saka shoots across Iverson. It is 4, and Bukayo has his first goal in red. Bukayo Saka being the first of the new men to get on the score sheet for Liverpool, and it is a wonderful goal for him, and it is a trophy sealing goal as well. Bukayo Saka, we are very, very happy to have you at Liverpool, and we will now see us lift the trophy. We have earned another one. Of course, Champions League winners last season, facing the Europa League winners, and we walk away with some more silverware to add to our collection. I think we won this last season, I'm sure we did. But, oh God, I probably should have gone and checked that. But Joe Gomez officially will lift a trophy for the first time as Liverpool captain. I think he actually lifted the FA Cup for us, didn't he? Or the Champions League trophy at the end of last season. He lifted one of them, I think he did. But officially now, he will lift the Super Cup as captain for the first time. There's plenty more where that came from. We've just got to get the team clicking like they did for the majority of this game, and there will be more and more and more to see. On to our first Premier League game, and it is Fulham at Anfield. Maignan is in goal. It's Trent, Gomez, Dijk and Tsimikas. We have Locatelli and Tielemans in midfield. Just ahead of them, it's Chiesa wide, Diaz and Gallagher, and Vlahovic up top. Tielemans into Conor Gallagher. Great performance in the Super Cup. Earns him a start here today. And Locatelli has just absolutely let one fly in the early minutes. And oh my word, our second newbie to get his first goal. And I don't think many would have had Locatelli on their list. Saka, not really surprised. Number 2, Locatelli from 35 yards. Yes, please. Oh, the dip and the swerve. Beautiful from the Italian. Schlupp coming forward for Fulham here. Ukiban. Back for McCloskey. McCloskey even. Schlupp into the striker there. Is a good enough save. And again, he's tipped it away. Great heroics there from Mianon. Oh, Diaz combining with Tsimikas. Pulls it across there for Vlahovic. Good point-blank save from Paulo Gazzaniga. The Argentine goalkeeper standing strong there as Tielemans looks to take this corner. It's in towards De Ligt. It's won by De Ligt and somehow goes wide. We're into the second half now. Wagnerman finding Billy Gilmore over the top for Jeff Schlupp. Brings it down well into Muniz and... there it is. Of course. We just need to stay more compact as a team. I don't know why the defence always splits so much. It happened when it was Van Dijk, for Christ's sake, so I don't know why I expect any different now. But the splitting of the defence tells you all you need to know. And no clean sheet yet for Big Mike. Here is Luis Diaz into Bellingham. Oh, it's opened up hugely here. Harvey Elliott squaring it to Vlahovic. How has he not scored? Bellingham wins the ball back. Here's Locatelli. Chiesa. Elliott across for Vlahovic. Round the corner. It's Diaz who scores. His first one as well. Luis Diaz, the Colombian, officially joins Liverpool a couple of seasons too late. But he is here now and starting off exactly how you'd expect. With electricity, with a goal, and with such quality, you want to see him play some more. Harvey, wearing out number 7, of course, finds Saka. Intercepted there. There could be a counter on for Fulham here with Gilmore, who's found the ball through for that lad who I'll never try to pronounce the name of, but Joe Gomez stops him dead. He was in a 2-on-1 situation there. Oh, what a touch, what a take from Elliott to go around his man. And Jude Bellingham could go all the way. Bellingham squaring it for Dusan, who makes it 3, wraps the game up. But my word, that was all made thanks to the glorious turn of Harvey Elliott. The run forward from Bellingham was just as important, but a little touch from Harvey was sublime, but look at the burst from Jude. The intelligence to square it, and the tap-in finish from Dusan. Gilmore. Bang it over the top, but that'll be easily shut down by Gomez. Or will it not be, really? Because we've made a mistake, and De Ligt makes an outstanding tackle. And Gomez tries to come forward, plays a blinder of a pass for Diaz. Diaz plays the ball through. It's Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott squares it to Vlahovic. And it is 4 now. Wonderful, wonderful Liverpool football. The game opened up so much more once we had finally gotten that the second goal really was when it really opened up. But we are on our way to 3 Premier League points for the very first time this season, as Harrison Reed has the ball for Fulham, and the full-time whistle does go. Liverpool 4, Fulham 1. 2 of the new boys on the score sheet. Some outstanding performances from our young players like Elliott and Bellingham, and we move on to our 4th game of this episode, the penultimate game that you've waited so long to see. It is Crystal Palace. It's Mianon, it is Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, De Ligt and Lodi back in today. Locatelli and Tielemans with Saka, Elliott, Jota and Vlahovic up top. We've got so many options to choose from now, it's hard to not get people involved. Here is Will Hughes as we lose possession. Bringing it forward, it's Hop. Playing it to Will Hughes, who's somehow onside and somehow slots it in. It is the American striker Matt Hop, who we once managed in FIFA 21 with Schalke, I believe. He's at Palace now, and he's, well, not assisting, but being a crucial part in a goal that should never have been conceded. It's 1-0 Palace. Sanchez. Well, that's great skill. Into Oliver Skip. At the base of the midfield, into Sensei, who just smashes it. Oh my word, what a finish. And just like that, we're 2-0 down to Palace. I can sense this season's going to be a bit erratic. After just these few games, you already get the feeling that it's definitely going to be a much more difficult one as goals like that fly in. We're into the second half now, and we need a response. Tielemans finds Jota. Into Lodi. Lodi with one of those balls in again, and Vlahovic with a big header. Lodi has another assist already. He's doing fantastic creatively off that left side. Vlahovic with an outstanding header, really. But oh my word, what a cross-in that is as well. Perfect for the big header from Dusan. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name, but he's been tackled by Trent anyway. Down the line for Chiesa. Vlahovic over the top first time. Harvey Elliott's in behind here. Harvey to score, tries to dink it. It's hooked off of the line by Joachim Andersen. Sensei. Don't give him half a yard. Oh, he slipped in his man here. Great save from Big Mike at the back there. And the counter has to be on. Jota finds Vlahovic. Into Diaz. Look at the pace of Diaz. He's got time. He's got space. He's got pace. Diaz. Oh, he's got a penalty. Off of Andersen, who was the hero a moment ago, hooking it off the line. Now he plays the villain. Let's take a look. Oh, come on. It's not a penalty at all, is it? Just like not in any universe is that going to be given, except this one. And Dusan has the chance to step up to make it 2-2, his second of the day. And we have levelled it with plenty of time left to push for a winner. We will take those all day long if the ref's going to give them to us. And so we'll do so. Here is Sanchez getting forward for Palace. It's pulled into Garcia. Oh, Locatelli there. Just, oh my word. It's going to be another red card, isn't it? He's gone. He's off. Yeah, off you go. Levi Garcia is sent off for Crystal Palace. That is 3 out of 4 now today. Yeah, it's another one of those behind late ones. Here is Skip. Can he find the space? He's found Sensei, who's hit another one with his other peg this time. Oh, for Christ's sake, it's flown in again. And the 10 men of Palace lead. I can't believe our luck. I really can't. I know Ultimate and Sliders are supposed to make it hard, but when you concede the 2 goals from him that we conceded today, what am I supposed to do? We only have minutes here. We've won the ball back. We need to at least get something out of this game. It would be very embarrassing. Vlahovic finding Bellingham. Jude Bellingham all the way. It's great football from Liverpool. It's really, really good football from Liverpool. And Jude Bellingham has equalised. It's a big goal that we needed. But come on, lads, calm down. There's still a game to win here. Still a game to win. Back to the spot. Let's get on with this. But it is so good from Jude. Great finish. Great opening for everyone. Vlahovic hooking it round quickly for Diaz. Look at the space he's got. The Colombian pulling it to Diogo Jota to score. He does. He's done it. It's 4-3. And we have stolen the game from Palace. From 2-0 down to 2-2. From 3-2 down to 4-3. Diogo Jota is that man once again. You gotta feel for the defender. You gotta feel for him. But we'll take that 1,000 times over as the full-time whistle goes. Great performance. Well, in the goals department, we'll ignore the rest of it, shall we? On to the last one then, as we play West Ham at Anfield. It is Mianon in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, De Ligt and Tsimikas. We have Locatelli and Tielemans in midfield, with Saka, Bellingham and Chiesa behind Vlahovic. The ball is into Youri Tielemans. He turns, he's taken out by Soufal. Oh, it's happened again. I promise there's nothing I could have done to increase this. It's just 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 games now, the opposition side has seen a red card for similar challenges, none of which were red cards. And it's actually made this game so much more difficult for us as we're struggling to break down West Ham. They come forward. Here's Fidalgo. Into Pessina, and there's the strike, but he's absolutely scuffed it. Into the second half where we have really struggled to break down a resilient West Ham. Here's Harvey Elliott. Needs some support, not getting forward quick enough really. Saka. Into Elliott again. Tielemans. Over to Chiesa. Chiesa goes for it. Tielemans goes for it. Now it's Elliott's chance. He's going to be able to go for it himself. It's blocked again. Bellingham getting hold of the ball just about. Here's Trent now. Vlahovic. Over for Bellingham. It's beautiful. What a save from our other candidate. Unai Simon of West Ham, the other goalkeeper we almost signed. Chiesa delivers this corner in towards Dijk. It's not cleared. It comes to Tielemans. Oh, what a hit, but it's just wide. Oh, man. Souček. Oh, it's a good ball through for Martins. It's pulled back, and what a block from Gomez and Mianon getting on top of that so quickly. Oh, it's a poor throw out, though. It's really poor. Souček. Openda. Good block again from Joe Gomez. Another chance perhaps, but Gomez again stops it. Wow. Chiesa knocking it down. Osimhen's on. Finding Diogo Jota. The pair that always rescue us apparently is Osimhen and Jota. And there is Osimhen, and he is the one. Victor Osimhen with the goal. Finally breaking down of such a resilient West Ham defence. So good on the counter, are we? And look at that from Osimhen to find the gap. And what a finish. Here is Vlahovic. The ball's worked out wide. He doesn't want to be there. Bellingham. Elliott. It's going to be blocked in there. And a chance for West Ham to perhaps counter. Benrahma. Playing the ball in behind. Delict's got to chase Openda. He's not as quick as him. It's going to be brought into Baumgartner, and Miangon does just enough, and it goes out for a corner. Whew. I'll be living on the edge still. Mianon launching that one forward. Osimhen sucking in Perella. He's won it. He can play it to Vlahovic, who can wrap the game up for us, and he's put it straight at Simon. What's he doing? Osimhen. Lots of space. Elliott. Back for Osimhen. Finish the game off. He's missed it. Oh, for God's sake. Oh no. Baumgartner. Cueto. Fidalgo. Baumgartner. It's into Fredericks. Across. It's blocked by Delit, but it's going to be on the follow-up from Cueto. Oh. Such a stressful game. This game was so tough. And West Ham look like they can steal a point. Will West Ham be the first team to stop us from winning in the Premier League this season? It looks like it just might be them. There is time. We've scored a couple of late goals already today. But let's see if there's a chance. It might be a chance for West Ham to win it, but Miangon with heroic diving stops West Ham from perhaps stealing all 3 points. But it ends 1-1 at Anfield after yet another absorbing tie for the Reds. And it's good to be back, I'll tell you that. It's a lot of fun to be back. You can see this is our Champions League group. We've drawn Leipzig, so we'll see Fabinho, Slavia Praha, which is Slavia Prague, I believe, and the Swiss Young Boys as well. It should be a fairly winnable group, that pretty easily, I'd say. And you can see next time we play Chelsea, Arsenal, Leipzig, Gillingham in the Cup, and Southampton. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad to be back. I hope you're glad I'm back. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all very, very soon this time, I promise.